Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to edit your pages. So I'm referring to the static pages that are typically found in your menu up here, like your home page, about pages. Your newsletters are actually technically blog posts, so that's going to be in a different video. I'm not going to cover that here. And your chapter meetings are events, which is also a little different, so I'm not going to cover that in this video. But I'm referring to the static pages like your committees pages, historical, join or contact us page, your home page and about pages. So that's what I'm referring to. And when you're logged in, you'll notice the black bar on the top. This is a very nifty bar that's going to become your best friend because it allows you to access things really quickly and easily whenever you need to do something. So when you want to edit a page, I recommend first just going to that page that you want to edit. So let's say you want to edit the about page. I'm going to click on it and go to that page because you have the option up here for every single page to edit with Elementor. So when you are on that page and you click edit with Elementor, it's going to allow you to edit that page that you're on. This might be a little confusing. You'll see the little button here right next to it that says edit page. You want to mostly ignore this because this is the default WordPress editor, which does not give you as many options to edit a page as much as it does with Elementor. Elementor is a plugin that makes it very easy for people to update their website. It's used by millions of people. It's really popular. So if you're looking for additional tutorials outside of my tutorials on how to edit your Elementor website, I'm sure you'll find plenty of videos that will answer your questions about Elementor. So anyway, in this case, I want to edit the home page. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and then I'm going to click edit with Elementor. So one thing really quickly here while it loads is that you'll notice that my screen is dark. Yours is probably going to be white or a lighter version. Just keep in mind it's because I have on my computer set to dark mode, so you'll see it just looks darker. On the left side here it's dark. On your computer it's probably going to be white. So just know that you're in the same place that I am. It just looks a little different because of my computer settings, but you're in the right place. So okay, so once the editor loads for that page that you go to, you'll notice the little nifty bar here on the left. And then when you hover over different elements on your site, you'll have the option to edit it. So when you want to edit something on the site, when you're in the editor, all you want to do is just click on it. Click on it, and then it'll take you to the settings for that particular element or module. So when I clicked in here, enter anything, I can just highlight it and change it, or go in here and change it. It's the same thing. So like, let's say I want to change this text to something else, and then it changes it in real time. So text is pretty easy to change. If you want to edit the button, you just click on it, and then you'll see the option to edit text for the button. And then the link for that page is right here. Let's say let's just do one for an example. Let's change this to historical because I am going to link this button to the historical page. So when you add the link to the page, what I suggest you do is just copy and paste that link to that page. So to do that, go to the front end of the website. I have it in another tab, and then I go to that page. I'm going to click on historical, and every page on your website has its own link right up here in the address bar. So you want to just take that link and copy it because I'm on the historical page. This is the historical link. So I'm going to go back into my editor and just paste that link in here. So that's saying, hey, for this button, this is the text, and this is where you should link the button to go to this page. So if you want to edit the background here, in this section right here. So when I click on it, it doesn't take me to that section. So what I would do is just put your cursor anywhere on that image and just right click and click edit section. And when you do that, you'll have the option to edit the section right here on the left. But you want to click on style, and then you'll see the image right here that you can change. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to a different image. So just click choose image. If you want to upload a new image, just go to upload files right here, click select files, and find a picture from your computer. And once you do that and you upload it, it's going to go into the media library and select an image, just like that image that you just uploaded. So let's pretend I just uploaded this image right here from my computer. It's going to select it, and then you just want to click insert image. And then there you go. It changed the image to that new image that I just uploaded. And let's see, let's go to another section here. We could click in pretty much anywhere if you want to make changes. So you'll notice that when I clicked in here, this looks a little different. It has a text editor. This is about the same thing as this. Looks a little different. It's because the text editor just gives you a lot more options on how to edit the text. You can highlight it and bold, italicize, or underline. Do whatever you need to, to do with the text, like a Word document, essentially. That's the beauty about the text editor. So if we scroll down and we go into this section, for example, you'll see that these are icons. So I clicked on this section, and then the icon pops up right here on the left. So you want to change the icon, just click icon library, and then you have access to hundreds of free icons that you could just click, choose one, and then click insert, and then it will update. Once you do that, it'll update this icon to a different icon. And so you can easily do that. Same thing here. You can change this icon to whatever you want it to be. You could change the text. And then if you click here and learn more, you can change the link to that page to go to a different page. And then in this section, for example, let's click on here. This section is actually a template. So I'm going to cover that later in the video, but the template is managed outside of this page. So this part is just saying, hey, pull the template and put it right here. So this section, I could just click and edit the text and the headshot. And then this section is the your latest newsletters or your blog posts. If you add a new blog post, you don't have to update this section because it will automatically add the new blog post in this section. So what this section is saying, hey, pull the latest posts. So you don't have to edit this section when you have a new newsletter or post. So when we scroll down, you'll see the footer. The footer is a global section, so I'm not going to cover that in this video. I'll put that in a separate video because it's a little different. And let's scroll back up. Well, I almost forgot. One important thing is that once you make changes to your page, make sure that you click this magic button right here. Is the update button, which saves all the changes that you have just made. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to save all the changes. If you don't, then you lose your changes. So we don't want that to happen. So let's edit another page just so you could get a good idea of how Elementor works. So I'm going to get out of this since this is the editor for the home page. So we don't need it anymore. So let's get out of there. Okay. So we're on the front end of the website. Let's click About, and then let's click Edit with Elementor because that's what we want to edit. And it's pretty much the same, similar to the home page, where you click and edit whatever section it is that you want to edit. So here's a new one, is an accordions. If you click on that, you'll see the accordion items here on the left. There's 3 of them. You can easily add more by just cloning one of them and then changing what's there because it's duplicated from whatever you cloned, and you just edit your text right there. So I'm gonna remove that by just clicking X, and that's pretty much it for accordions. Now let's edit the honors and awards that we went through briefly earlier. And so let's see, let's get out of this and let's go back to the front end of the website. And this is the section that I am referring to right here, the honors and awards, which is on the home page. It's also here in the honors and awards page. So if I click on that and scroll down, it's right here. So this section is a template because it's global. So if you make a change in this template of the honors awards and awards, which you could change the title of, obviously. If you make any changes, it's going to apply those changes here on the honors and awards page and the home page. That way you don't have to make the changes twice. So it's somewhat global. So let's go ahead and make this change. In order to do so, we want to hover over Edit with Elementor. Let's not click on it. When you hover over it, you'll see a little drop down. It says Honors and Awards, and this is a section, the section that we want to edit. And you'll also notice that, for example, if you go to the About page and you hover over Edit with Elementor, you won't see that section here just because the Honors and Awards section is not on this page. But if you go to the Honors and Awards page and you hover over Edit with Elementor, you'll see the section. So we can edit it through here or through this page. So let's just edit it through here. Click Honors and Awards. And what pops up is just the template for that section. So this is just like the rest of the site where you click and edit. So you want to edit or change the image here, you just click on it and then upload your new image. That's pretty much it. You want to change this one, click on it and choose image, upload a new image. That's pretty much it on updating the honors and awards. Okay, now I want to go over how to create a new page. So let's go back to the home page here. When you want to create a new page, what I suggest instead of starting from scratch is to clone a current page that you can use and then change, the contents of that page. So let's say, let's find a page that you really like that you think that would be fitting for this new page. A good page might be the student activities page. So when you look at this page, you say, okay, I can use some of the elements here. It's much easier to actually clone a page than to start from scratch, because when you clone a page, then all of the settings and the sections are there rather than you having to build it from scratch, which would be a big pain. So to clone a page, let's go back to your dashboard here in the WordPress admin and click Pages. This is where it's going to list all of your pages that's on your website. So when you hover through each page, you'll see some options for that page. So for example, when we hover over this page, you'll see the option to clone. Every page has that option, and that's what we want to do. Cloning just essentially duplicates the page, everything in that page from the settings to the content, so you don't have to create it from scratch. So we were talking about duplicating the student activities page. You can literally clone any page, but we'll just do this one as an example. So just click clone, and then when it does that, it'll refresh the page, scroll all the way back down, because when it'll clone it alphabetically, it'll list the pages alphabetically. So right here we have 2 student activities pages now because we just cloned it. The one that we just cloned is always in a draft, meaning that it is not live, it's just a draft. So what we want to do is go ahead and just click on that page or click edit right here. And so when we're editing the page through the WordPress editor, this is what it looks like. We're used to the Elementor editor, but here is where we need to make some essential changes. For one, this is where we need to change the title of the page. So this is a new page. I'll just call it new page for now. And when you create a new page, you want to go ahead and copy that and change the permalink too, so that can be updated. Just paste it in here, click OK. WordPress automatically converts that into a permalink friendly URL. So make sure you do that, because when you clone the page, it just duplicated the previous permalink, and we want to make sure that the permalink has the page name in it. So now that we're done with that, we're actually done with the WordPress editor for now. So just click publish. And so clicking publish actually makes the page live, but no one's actually going to see it just because it's not in your menu yet. So I'll show you how to add that in the menu. But right now we want to go ahead and edit the page. So we want to go ahead and edit with Elementor. And that is what we're used to, what we've been using to edit the page. So this is where you could just go in and start clicking around and making updates to this page however you need. So this is much easier to edit a page this way than to create it from scratch. And right here, this is just change the title to the new page title, and then make any other changes that you need. Just make sure that you make the changes that or save the changes that you made. And now that you created a new page, I assume you probably want it in your menu. I do have a video on how to manage your menu, so I suggest checking that video out so you could see how you can add that new page onto the menu. So that pretty much covers how to update your WordPress pages on your website in a nutshell. If you have any questions or you get stumped, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to help. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.